Human interaction has always been there, and it's something that we don't
We're
use it
losing.
as much. Yeah, we don't use it as much. I think that's because a lot of people don't have, um, and I was one of those listening skills. I think the listening skills is very important because really allow you to pay attention to the person that's talking and be present in the conversation. So we're losing that human interaction with things like remote learning, Zoom calls, because you could be right in front of a computer. You think that you're listening, but there's, something happening in the background, a dog maybe just right on your laps or cat, whatever. So the listening skills is something that I have found to be helpful because I did not have it when it comes to human interaction, paying attention to what's being said.
Yeah. Just ask really good questions, and the person will start talking. I mean, and at that point, you just, after asking really good questions and get the person to talk, then your more questions will, because especially if you're curious, like I seek for great information. That's it. When I'm having conversations with people, I am looking for the information. Maybe that information the person doesn't have to give to me right away or right now. That is perfectly fine. But in that conversation, I am waiting for the aha moment that goes off in my brain so that I can go deeper into that aspect of it. And obviously, if the person gives me an aha moment, they find a lot of interest because they spoke about it, and the conversation just goes on and on and on. And some people just are not good. They don't like talking to people. I mean, I think 2020 was a really good emphasis on that, and it didn't help. But I think we got to go back to what we're good at, which is just a human connection. And this is kind of how the world is really built on, is built on people and relationships. And so if you have that, then you're gonna get more information. There's a reason why the wealthy typically stay wealthy, because they have relationships with people that have the information that they may need.
Do you consider, just as a follow up to that, you talk about human interaction? Do you consider texting and email to be a human interaction, like a good source of human interaction?
Yeah, I think it depends on what it's for. If it's you trying to build a relationship with someone, I think that's a good start. But if that's where it stays forever, then how could you really say you know the person? That's like, like for instance, Tinder, right? When you meet someone on Tinder,
I was just
you
about to.
you actually you actually have to go see the person. You're not gonna just date the person through Tinder. Like that doesn't make any sense. uh, so it's just one of those concepts. Like yes, you can communicate, you can start the conversation there, but I think at some point in time, in order for you to really build that human connection, that strong relationship, then you're gonna have to meet the person, or you'll end up like the people on the TV shows, catfished, right? You're dealing with that on a regular basis. Man, what ever happened to that show?
I don't know. I never pay attention to it, but I'm sure it's still running somehow, somewhere. I
Who
can
knows?
actually look it up, but hey.